MMM, Marketing Mix Modeling, the hot topic for marketers and data teams everywhere. But what is it and why is it so hot right now? Lots of different initiatives go into creating sales for your business, right? Paid advertising channels, social organic channels, webinars, collaborations, partnerships, outbound sales, promotions, marketplace bundles, etc., etc., etc. But what do those channels actually contribute? We're not necessarily talking about attribution here, but more contribution. A football match is 11 players on each team, a few subs on the bench, and a manager trying to orchestrate that team to win as many games as possible by scoring more goals than the other team. Let's say we analyze a match or a series of matches or even a series of seasons, and we want to try and attribute a precise percentage of the win to each player. So we literally want to be able to say Millie gets 25% of the win whilst Laura gets 4%. If you've ever watched football and heard the phrase, "it's a game of opinions," you'll know it's very difficult to ascertain from watching a game exactly what percentage each player contributes to a win or series of wins. It's a complex game, and the woman who scores the goal isn't necessarily the one who contributes the most to the win. In order to score more than the other team, you also have to stop your opponents from scoring more than you, which means the other players also play big roles. I mean, I could go on forever as to why it's so difficult, but this is about MMM. What we can do in football is to look at the data we do have and try and use it to inform our opinions and hypotheses. We can look at different metrics and measurements for each player, both in their positions and as a team, like the amount of distance a player covers, their pass completion rate, or 1v1 duels won. If you take this data from one game, it might give you some hypotheses about why you won or lost the game, but it also might not be representative of the player's true value. But looking at an entire season or multiple seasons of data has the potential to give you some really interesting aggregated data to inform your opinions. Listen, I like the football analogy because even though running statistical models on football data can produce really interesting insights, think Moneyball, it doesn't give you all the answers and it can't think for you. Listen. MMM is also trying to understand the relative contribution of each variable on the outcome, but rather than football wins, we're looking at business wins. Oh, and there is a lot of data.